birds, what we do is and it's a specifically different word on purpose, we acclimate our birds, which means they get used to us, but they're not trained. They're like, I guess I'll sit on your arm. You know I hate your guts, but I guess I'll sit on your arm. So all we do is make sure that they can sit there, and that's it. We don't train them to pick up stuff or fly back to their perches or anything.
How do you acclimate them? Just being in their space?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
And being, well, you know, when we go in, we're always quiet. And they say don't look at a bird, but mostly
the bird doesn't care.
Yeah, the bird doesn't care. But, you know, if you turn your back to it, you're not a threat. So you just, and you go around the edges, and if there's somewhere you want to be, you give them time to leave that space. You don't just walk over and, you know, just get them out of your way. You just do it very gently and quietly, respectfully. And as you can tell, we really love them. That's why we're here when, it was minus 11.
Oh, yeah.
And she and I do not handle cold.
No, I actually I put Brody back on Wednesday.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I was wondering about
She was happy. She was so happy. So, what happens when and this is different for falconers, but what happens when you get a bird and they're new and you don't know them and they don't know you, is you start by being around them, like Pat just said, then slowly you get closer to them.
But not like in their face.
Not in their face for a while, but once they are acclimated, they're like, oh yeah, I know what this is, you're not that threatening, it's fine. You're not going to eat me, I've seen you a bunch of times. Cool. Then you start to get closer. Maybe you even pick the bird up, but you can't do any of that without the right equipment. So Pat has on welding gloves. Yeah. There's special gloves too you can order from falconers, but they're really expensive. So you buy welding gloves because they're not expensive. Sometimes gardening gloves are good too for the smaller birds, not for him. Because
leather, yeah.
And then we basically train any new volunteers slowly how to handle the birds, you know, slowly. We'll catch them, we'll put them on their arm. They're like, how to hold your arm, how to put your hand.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to hold the bird, which is cool. Which is like why we're here.
Yeah.
Cleaning is boring. Holding the bird's cool.
It's cool.
Well, I mean, cleaning can't be that boring.
Well, you're right next to a bird, so it's not that boring. You're right.
But it's work, you know, it's stinky, heavy work. We haul gravel and water, and you know, but we're here to keep them happy.
Yeah. And so how long have you volunteered here for?
10 years.
10 years. Typical volunteer, like for them to work their way up into working with the birds, how long?
It depends on
changed over the years. It depends on the person.
It has changed. It depends on the person running the center. Great deal. It has really changed over the years. Some places will make you do. Oh, you're so lucky. You are so lucky.
That doesn't happen very often.
No.
That was awesome. I got it on video.
That was so nice.
That was nice of you.
That was so nice.
Wait, what does it mean?
That he hooted? That he's comfortable. He doesn't hoot when he's stressed out, usually. He doesn't hoot unless, you know. So
or he might be calling his friends to come and
bail them out.
Well, so right now, December and January, these guys are all mating.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, when I found my first owl and my only owl.
Yeah.
So he did it too.
Oh, nice.
He was like really high up in the tree.
Oh, you're so beautiful.
yeah, they mate very early.
They mate very, very early.
Yeah, they like.
And tell them about the nests that
Hang
they
on.
that they
Let's hear what he.
Don't they start mating early and like they can like lay eggs like weeks and even months before like other?
That's right. Why would they lay eggs weeks or months before all the other birds in the spring?
So they can get better.
So they can get better food. You got it. Yeah, they're first, and their babies are already hatched, and they're growing, and their feathers are coming in, and all of a sudden, all these other birds are hatching. Then they got Mark. This is a Mark joke. I'm stealing it. I don't care. It's awesome though. So when Mama Bird has these two little babies, and they're old enough to eat, and she's like, "Oh look, There's a peregrine. No, there's a pigeon. There's a starling. There's a sparrow.
And a bunny rabbit.
And a bunny rabbit. What that really is to Mom and Dad is Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Taco Bell is a big heart too.
I just like Taco Bell. It's funny.
I like one.
You want to put him back? He's probably getting heavy. I'll take it.
That's we have this joke.